everyone. Good to see everyone. Flip, Hanley's, we got Stuffy, Robert, John Lawler. Good to see y'all. Hey, Brad, good to see you. Randy, great to see everybody coming in. Hopefully everybody's doing good today. I put some more bottom boards on, put some more Appy tablets out today. So one thing I found out about the Appy tablets is, you know, the 71 millimeter hole that you cut in the top for your feed buckets and your jars. Well, the Appy tablet actually fits right in that hole. So on a couple of them, I put it down in that hole and then the jar was empty, turned the jar back over on top of it to seal the hole up. Fits perfect. So yeah, a little bit later on Saturday nights, kind of help those West Coasties out there come in and hang out with us for a bit, where it's a little bit more on their time schedule and, you know, don't have to really get up early tomorrow. So hopefully everybody's doing well. I want to thank everybody. Wow, the amount of people that ordered the Appy tablets, the amount of packs of Appy tablets that people have purchased was absolutely amazing. I believe we sold so far 91 packs of Appy tablets. That's the right now. That's what we're at right now. 91 packs. So almost 1,000 tablets. So it's been pretty impressive. You know, I'll tell you what, guys, I see comments on the videos, and I know I get frustrated by some of them, because I know in the video it says, you know, I keep getting comments, well, it'd been nice if you would have done a mite shake ahead of time. Yes, it would have been. However, in the video, the reason I did the video was because I was just checking the bottom board for beetles, right? Because I just put the new thing in. That's what I was addressing, was beetles. And I had a pack of the Appy tablets that were sent to me to try out. And when I put it on the colony, or put the bottom board on, and since I had it apart, I put a tablet in there and closed it up. That's how I found out about the mite drop in there. So they don't even sell it as a mite treatment. It does kill mites, but it's a nutritional supplement for the bees. So that's the thing that I think people are missing on the video, is that I wasn't looking to try to kill mites. So I didn't do a shake ahead of time. So, you know, if you're watching this, most of you guys already know and understand what's going on, but I got a few people that keep saying the same things over and over again and over and over again. And I'm like, read and listen and watch, and you'll see what happened. So that's the thing that I've been dealing with. So yeah, I shipped out a bunch today, and since I shipped them out, I got another 5-6 orders to go out over there, and I've got 2 cases came in today, so I've got another 48 packs to go out that are available to go out. If that's something you guys are looking for, a lot of you have done it. Save yourself on shipping when you put some stuff in together, because the way the shipping works on the software is there's an initial price, and then every item that you order after has a secondary price, and that secondary price just moves the shipping up a little bit based on the weight of the product. But if you order 1 pack of tablets and then a week later you order another pack of tablets, you're ended up paying more shipping. So we got Sawmill Charlie, everybody.
Hey.
Charles, I saw your video today.
Yeah, I finally got it out.
I didn't see your Apis Biologics pack over there. It said, I use Apis Biologics and Hive Alive. But you know, that hat got me thinking. I think I'm going to order some hats that have Swarm Rustler on them. And, you know, I'm looking. They're kind of expensive. To do the to make to give away, so they're expensive, because a nice hat is going to cost a little bit of money. The cheap hats, I mean, you can get a cheap hat, but they're still not that cheap. They're still like $7 a piece just for the hat, you know. So, and then they got minimum orders of, you know, however many you need, or however many they want to send you. So, but I did find out that, I don't know if you caught that first part I was saying, that
I just was doing some other stuff, and I thought you'd be coming on.
So you know the 71 millimeter hole that you drill in the top of your migratory covers to put your feed buckets on, or jars or whatever? Well, that Appy tablet fits perfectly in that hole. So you can, on that top box, you can just put it in there and push it down, and then take the jar feeder and turn it upside down in the hole, and this plugs the top of the hole to keep water out, and they can still eat the tablet from the bottom and around the sides on that top box. So that's a little workaround that I found out today, as far as not having that space for a migratory lid. So if you do have holes in the top,
I see what you're talking about now. Yeah, okay.
You can do that. So it was pretty interesting. You know, my mentor stopped by, and I was trying to show him how to do a live today. He's going to try to do some more lives, and I said, "Oh, it's just what we need, more live streams."
Yeah, I fed today, and then I checked on. I got one nuke that's queenless, and I got two other nukes that they're only 5 frames and single story, and I did find the queens in them. So, and they I had one there that it lost a lot of bees. It was 2-story for some reason. I don't know whether it got starved or what, but which is not, you know, I don't know. Usually it has plenty of food. But anyway, she's still in there, but now there's a lot of feed in there, so I took the feeders off.
I should have. I wish I would have took a picture of it. I didn't. I left my phone on the charger while I was in the bee yard today, and some of those with those retrofit kits I put on, right? I was telling everybody how the beetles get down along. You know, the bottom, that insert slopes a little bit, and the beetles can get up under the edge. And I literally, when I would take it off and take the trap out of, because they've propolized it, right? They've already started propolizing it in the back. And when I got it out of there, they had, I saw one bee. There must have been 20 beetles in a ball in that corner. And one bee had all of its legs out and everything, holding all those beetles in the corner. So it was pretty interesting. And then
kind of shows you how stressed out they are.
Oh yeah, they were not happy bees in there, even with the retrofit kit. And then they had the like I had a 1/4-inch hole drilled in the back of the bottom board so I could do oxalic acid vaporization. And they had beetles were jammed up in that 3/4 by 1/4-inch hole in there. And they were just jammed in, I mean, packed in there, the beetles. So I ended up smashing a bunch of them and putting the new bottom boards on there. But they were not happy in the meanwhile, just kind of crazy. Yeah,
here the yellow jackets are just everywhere. I opened up those 2 small nukes, and there was yellow jackets in there robbing some honey out. And I'm like, okay, so I put entrance reducers on all the hives today to kind of help them regulate that.
Right.
And I was going to do a video about how to shake that there queenless hive out and that kind of thing. But there was some other things going around me noise wise. So I said, I'll do that later.
I had,
I don't know, it seemed like like you say that, I guess the sugar water's in the air and the darn yellow jackets are just everywhere,
Well, there's Brad. Hey, hold it down give me 30 seconds. Hold it down for me for 30 seconds.
Okay, I'll hold it down. Well, everybody, yeah, I did put out a video today. It's about how I mix my sugar water using my sugar water mixing machine. And sort of the same thing we did last year, but not quite as many details about it. But It been feeding sugar water. And I've done, let's see, over about 100 gallons of sugar water in the hives so far. And
this broadcast is being interrupted. Okay, so you ready?
mm-hmm.
I got to make myself big for a second. If you have a Canadian friend that lives in the deep woods of Canada and 45 minutes to the nearest town, and he's always constantly running out of Fresca and Tanqueray, well, now is your opportunity to give to the... Now's your opportunity to help your fellow brother north of the border by the low price of only $10 a day. You too can furnish your favorite Canadians with Tanqueray and Fresca and help them with their cause. So dig deep and help your fellow Canadians on their shortage of Fresca and Tanqueray by donating today to the to the help the Canadians stay fluid fund. And thank you for your support. Anyway, that's just a joke. I was if I would have had time today, I was thinking about just going ahead and I was going to find where he said, I don't have any gin and I don't have any Fresca, right? Like he's usually out of one or the other. So I was going to find a clip of him saying that and then edit it and like turn it black and white, right? So he's like the desolate Canadian guy that doesn't have any gin and Tanqueray, right? and be the guy that just was like the infomercial, but you had to settle for that. I apologize. But he did laugh. Feel bad for our Canadian neighbors. The Canadian Fresca Fund for only $10 a day, you too can help Canadians stay liquefied. So, anyway, no gin. Oh, well, I got some. And when I was in the grocery store and buying this today, the only thing I could think of is rolling down the road, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice, laid back. Got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Anyway, that's the... I have pierogies tonight, though. Pierogies are good.
What is that, a gin or what?
No, pierogies are like it's like a dumpling, but it's got like mashed potatoes in it. I'm surprised you haven't heard of pierogies. Snoop Walker, that's right. Well, guys, what are you waiting on? I mean, the link's right there. Charlie and I can only do this 7 nights a week. I mean, we need your assistance.
So anyway, that's what I did today. I went out there late this evening and fed again around 6 o'clock, right before it got dark. What am I supposed to get? Pierogies?
He says he loves pierogies.
Yeah, buy them in the store, do you?
Oh, yeah, you can usually find them in the store. Oh. I've got a football game on the other side there, so watching stupid play after stupid play.
So that's what I did today. We did that, and I made some more sugar water, but it didn't.
See, Polish dumplings, mashed potato filled.
Wow.
And if you have Schwann's used to sell bags of pierogies you could buy.
We got Swans in the area. But
I did way too much. I did get a hand truck today. This could be an Alex saver. but I would have to get up again and go in the other room, and that's not happening at the moment. So it's a collapsible hand truck, but I mean, it handled 100 and something pounds pretty easily.
For what?
Boxes, right? When I'm taking 10, 12 boxes, I don't want to make 27 trips. So I'll just load them on the hand truck and cart them out. And I pulled cases of soda and everything up the stairs with it today. It worked well. They go with fried onions, bacon, and sour cream. You still eating bread? Yeah, see, this one was it's this a collapsible hand truck, but it also bends up so it'll make that little L so you can set stuff on it and pull a bunch of it.
You mean like where it's flat?
Where the blade's up this way and then it lays flat and then the handle's up so you can pull it like a trolley.
I got one like that. It's a real heavy duty one. It's the legs flip around on the one side.
And then you pull the handle and you can straighten out the handle and turn it into a regular dolly, like a hand truck. So I got mine. Mine is it's called a Costco brand, but I bought it at Sam's Club. So, and it's probably pretty good when you're at a show or something like that. It's like $60. But when you're at a show and you have to put a lot of like stuff on the jars of honey or whatever, you can pull them pretty easily. But yeah, so I mean that's what I did today. Is I just did a bunch of shopping and then started replacing some more bottom boards, and I'm just about out of those bottom boards now. So Tennessee just ran a punt back for a touchdown on us. So we're getting slobber knockered over there on the other channel. Costco is not Costco. That's right. Phil, did you check your bottom boards today? Or are you waiting longer? Can't believe this, man. We need to get bailed out tonight. You guys don't want me to start drinking. I'll start drinking. Things happen badly for everybody, especially me. But I sold. Sam came over and bought another sleeve of Appy tablets, and then so he bought 2, and then someone came and bought a quart of honey while I was right when I had a mean hive open, I was walking away to let the bees like go back. They were, and I'm like, you may want to keep your window like all the way up except for that much. There's Joey. Hey, Joey.
Hey, Joseph. Yeah, I sold 6 pounds today from one guy.
Hello.
How you doing? Are you in your house or are you in your
set up here?
Are you in your RV?
I'm in my RV. It's quieter in here.
It's nice. It's nicer in my house. What you been up to?
It's pretty big. I don't know if you can see it on this little thing.
It's huge. It's got a slide out.
Got
a travel trailer or fifth or
a fifth wheel.
Fifth wheel. Yeah, it's a lot quieter out here. My signal may be a little weak.
No, it looks good. You look good. We see the full reflection off your head.
Yeah.
It's good lighting and everything, man. It looks perfect. It's like your studio right there. Charlie has RV envy, is what Brian said. Phil says, how many pounds of honey did you have to sell to buy that? They're not cheap.
Not near enough.
Yeah, I always wanted one. I had got a pop-up about as big as I ever got with campers and got rid of that, and then I went to the motel room. let it go at that.
So I've never tried bread.
This is my fourth one over the last 30 plus years. This is probably my fourth one.
Kazakh Baghdad. Hey, Kazakh. Good to see you. So what you got going on in your bees? Anything new and exciting, Joey?
Me?
Yes, sir. I talk to Charlie every day.
Just started going in them this week, and I got a few videos I'm gonna be putting out over the next couple of weeks on them. But I was kind of surprised in what I saw. They've been hungry, but I guess we got something flow coming in.
We got goldenrod, but they're not. It's not really nectarin. Lots of pollen, like white and yellow pollen's coming in, but not a lot of nectar.
Yeah,
coming in. So I just put out a little bit of feed for them.
Hey everybody! I see people saying hey to me over there. Hey everybody!
Trying breads, drink.
I don't see any goldenrod right here by me, but I can go 2 miles down the road either way and see it. It's starting to shine pretty good, so they can go that far. I guess I just clean up too much around here.
Well, where I live, it's like they only mow it right after it blooms, right? It's real tall and nasty until my bees can use it. Yeah. And then once it gets flowers on it, they come and mow everything down.
Yeah, the same thing has always happened here. I actually talked to a couple of the DOT guys about it, and they actually come in. They come through here about 3 weeks ago, I guess. They usually come in the middle of October. So maybe I got the word to somebody.
Well, they sprayed Roundup or something across on the other side of the road because it was all brown down the side. I guess that's their way of not spraying around my apiary, right? And just across the street. Yeah. On my side of the street, they mowed it. On the other side of the street, they sprayed exfoliant.
So how's your hive lifting machine doing for you? Have you been using any, Joey?
I hadn't used it anymore since I robbed honey. I did change a tire on it today. One of the tires had developed like a little dry rot in it, and I sent a picture of it to him, and within less than a week, he already sent me a new tire and inner tube. So that's pretty good. I just got to change the tire on it today.
Right.
It's like we never have enough time to do everything we need to do.
I know. I've been looking at that thing. I think I'm going to try to get. I hate pneumatic tires on dollies and stuff like that. I think I'm going to try to find me some. Yeah, just regular rubber tires and put on it, and see what I can do there. Because my regular dollies, all them's got regular rubber tires on them.
And you'll find every nail that you ever used to hang an Apivar strip with that dolly, right?
Yeah. Same thing with my lawnmower. It picks up every nail in the yard.
I end up doing the what's the green slime stuff you put in them? Like my lawnmower tire. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yep. That slime stuff.
I keep a big bottle of it in my shed.
It's not cheap, is it? That stuff, but it works pretty good. It works really good. So, what have you done for mite treatments this year, this fall? None yet?
Same thing I do every year.
Nothing? What is it? Really?
I haven't done anything.
You don't treat every year?
I haven't done anything. I used to treat like crazy, and I'd lose hives, and I quit treating, and I lose about the same amount.
So it didn't really make a difference to you at all then? as far as lost
No.
numbers.
You know how I've said before that I usually do things in threes?
Right.
Well, it's been well over 3 years since I did anything, and I said I might try to go back to treating this year and see how it works, but I just hadn't made myself get out there and do anything.
That's the yeah, I was saying that too. It seems like every year, it doesn't matter how many colonies I have, when I come into spring, I got 17. I could have 50 going into winter, 17 coming out, 25 going into winter, 17.
Really?
It don't seem to matter. 17 is what comes out. But this year, my colonies seem to be doing a little bit better than they were in the past. So we'll see. A little bit more brood, a little bit more food, all that stuff. Wow, Hosbuzz Homestead said they just sold all their 2023 honey today. They're sold out. That's good. What'd you have?
I've had several dead outs in the last couple of months, but so far, every one of them that's died is pretty much predictable. And a couple of them was even swarms that I caught. They just seemed like they just never could catch on. You know, I don't know if this crazy weather we've had this year caused it or what, but they were still swarming with nothing coming in, you know.
Right. I was getting abscons. The beetles were so bad that I think they were just running them out of the colonies. And so I had to make some changes, and I'm going to have to order some more bottom boards. So 20 was not enough to start with. Actually, 20 plus the extra 15 with the trays, or just the retro kits. Those retro kits, I don't recommend them. I mean, it worked kind of. There's some beetles and stuff in there, but not the same as those screen bottom boards that have the bigger screen on it to let the beetles fall through. Joey, do you use those? Those IPM bottom boards? So I was using all solid bottom boards.
I've got some.
And Swiffers. I've tried Swiffers, the little oil.
I've got most of the screen bottom boards. Yeah, I've got most of the screen bottom boards, and I've just homemade ones, and I got a few solids that I'm going to. But I don't use anything with trays or anything like that.
Well, the solid ones that I have, they can't keep. There's too many beetles. They can't keep them rounded up. And when I switched, someone had kept Chris, the Bugman 1966, kept saying, "You need to use these oil bottom boards. You need to use these oil bottom boards." And he brought me one, and we put it on there, and the beetles just disappear. They just, because the tray is underneath the whole bottom. It's kind of like one of those in between the frame oil traps. But when they walk in the colony, they just fall right into the oil and they're dead immediately. Or the bees get them wrangled down to the bottom, and then they fall in and they die. So and the demeanor of the colonies totally flip once they don't have those pests in there. I mean, it just went from aggressive to pretty gentle bees in there. And the beetles that I had are literally shutting my queens down to where they're starting to want to take off. And so I don't know if you've watched anything lately with those tablets that I put on there, but I put that bottom board on there. The guy had sent me these tablets, and I said, well, I'll try them. It's put one on the colony, is a single deep. When I was putting the new bottom board on, and the beetles started falling in that tray, and I came back a week later to check the bottom board to see what it was like, and there must have been 1,000 mites in that tray. And
yeah, I remember seeing that.
And so I had them send me a couple cases of them. I put some on the website. I used them, and it just it's made a difference in that colony. I put out a video yesterday where I kind of spliced the sections from that live stream and what I saw on the bottom board and what I did on the initial inspection after finding that. There was probably 5 or 6 cap brood cells in there. And then there was a little tiny patch of eggs where she had just started laying back again. And went in there yesterday, and there was probably 4, 5, 6 frames that had eggs, all stages from cap to eggs to larva. They had stores in there. I mean, it was a total flip around of the colony. So it was an accident. It's not even sold as a mite treatment. It's sold as a nutritional supplement, and it's got essential oils and all natural stuff in it. And I said, well, I know for a fact it killed the mites because I didn't put any mite treatments in that colony. The other ones I had Apivar strips in, and that one, the only thing I put in it was the new bottom board and the tablet, and they just fell off.
Yeah, you probably owned something there. That may be the way to go.
And it's basically $4 for a deep. It's 1 tablet per deep box, half for a nuke, and you put it on once in the fall and once in the spring, and you don't take it out. It just stays in there until they eat it all because it's 80% sugar. And it's got thymol and stuff in it too that everybody likes. So it's they're talking about the honey in the chat. But it was a happy accident. And I called the guy. I'm like, where do I get these? How much are they? Where can I get them? Can I resell them? Oh yeah, you can sell them. And so in the last week, sold about 90 packs of them on the website. So it's actually kicked my when all you have is feeding supplement and mite wash cups and swarm lure, it's not really the time for much of that, but seems to be working for me. So I'm gonna keep going with it. And the time difference, right? You're already doing an inspection, so you don't have to go back and dig out all your vaporizer stuff and all that to do it. So pretty good.
I mixed up some apis and out of that brand new pack, and now the stuff I got from Johnny, when I did it in the blender, it was kind of like a reddish tint to it.
That's the moisture. It was starting to get moisture in it.
Yeah. And then this stuff here is brand new, and it was like yellow as my beehives.
Yeah.
Real bright yellow.
Yep. So when it starts getting the moisture in it, it gets that darker color. So it was when I sent that stuff back and got the new stuff, which I only had 1 pack that was like that a guy said, and I don't know what the conditions are because it was at a store, right? The guy bought it from me at a beekeeping supply store. So it's one of those things to where you don't know the conditions they have in their store and how they keep it and stuff like that. But I never had a problem. It was only him, one guy, and only on 1 pack. So but how much honey did you get this year, Joey?
I've already forgot. I didn't get much. I remember that it was around 30% of what I usually get. I can't remember the pounds.
Well, y'all didn't have the tallow flow like
I'm going to run out. Right. I'm going to run out this year. It'd be the first year I've ever ran out.
Just go down to Bruce. Bruce probably got 900 5-gallon pails sitting in his shed over there. But you're in Louisiana and you're in Alabama. Yeah. He's in Alabama, so it's a little stretch there.
Yeah.
I see where John Lawyer, he did rocket fuel and Hive Alive together.
A lot of people are doing that. They like the Hive Live because it's got the thymol in it.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I like to talk to somebody that's been using it a while to find out, have they seen any?
Well, you got to find someone that's not getting paid to sell it to get the advice on it.
There you go.
Because everybody that
you find somebody that's paying for it.
Right. Because everyone that I see on YouTube with a Hive Alive hat on in their video.
I'm not getting paid for it, I'll tell you that much.
But you know what I'm saying. But there are other YouTubers that promote the heck out of it.
But I'll ask John here. John, has he been doing it for a while? And, what kind of results have you found from it? I know Apis rocket fuel, definitely. I know what that is. That strong hives coming out of the spring.
Well, I'm some of those colonies they were just mad when they come out and they're so hot you just want to close them up. You don't even want to pull any frames out.
Well, it's like I got out there yesterday evening. Was it yesterday evening? I guess it was. Here the last couple times I've been out there, I got out there a little bit early, because it was sort of overcast. And all right, Herberto just did a video on it.
But was it a paid promotion? That's what you don't know.
Well, anyway, the damn bees were just everywhere. They were just getting crazy.
My bees looked like Phil's up there in that video the other day today.
Well, putting the instrument reducers in helped some, and I went out there about just about an hour or so before dark and all that.
Probably got all the snacks going tonight.
I saw somebody selling you swarm lure at the convention last weekend.
Was it
2
Texas
weeks ago?
Supply? Blake Ship, was he selling it down there?
I think I had a picture of who was doing it, but I may have already took it off my phone. I'm looking now.
Probably Texas.
Because I took a picture of the thing and was going to send it to you.
Is either Texas Bee Supply or maybe Foxhound Bee Company.
Thank you, John.
I think it was going to be the Bee Supply.
Yeah. The Bee Supply, they ordered a ton of it this year. They ordered 100 bottles to begin with and sold it out and then bought another 250 bottles after that.
So, John, does he have a YouTube channel? Do you know of?
I don't know. Lawler?
Huh?
Said I had disappointing.
Lawler?
Lawler. Mm-hmm. That were concerning after my Apogard treatments, and after 4 weeks with Hive Alive and Apis, the queens have went crazy and they are looking great. Well, hey, Ian, good to see you. We started a fund for Brad. It's the Tanqueray and Fresca fund. For only $10 a day, you can help a fellow beekeeper north of the border stock up their Tanqueray and Fresca for the year. I was surprised, man. This little bottle was $18. You see how often I go in the liquor store, $18. I don't get kickbacks. John says I don't get kickbacks.
Where's my camera at?
Let me blow you up so I can see it.
Yep.
Yes, sir. How many's in there? He had all 12 of them in there still. I stopped using those boxes like that because they were misprinted and I had to put labels on them. And they weren't misprinted. They were printed correctly based on my initial name. Curtis Smith says he loves your videos, Joseph. So,
thank you.
I need to get some. I thought about taking those tablets and vacuum sealing them in a food saver so I could send them across the border and maybe keep down the odor, you know, like they do with drugs to get it into Canada. We should be able to get some tablets up to Canada pretty easy. Skirting the law. But I keep waiting on Bread to pop in, but he's still eating pierogies. Everybody must be watching football like I am. Carolina just kicked another field goal. 34-20 now with 8.5 minutes left in the game.
Is that who that is? The Bee Supply?
Yep, that's Texas Bee Supply, Blake Shook.
Okay.
Yeah, they ordered a ton.
Looks like they got a new logo or something. I bought from them before.
Yeah, I don't know why they switched from Texas Bee Supply to the Bee Supply. Maybe is the state of Texas trademarked? They can't use the word Texas. I don't know.
Maybe so. I don't know. But I bought. Well, if you ever watch my videos and see the little brown cap or hat and veil that I use,
right?
I got it from them. I've had it for several years, and bought some feeders from them. But they were Texas Bee Supply then.
But I think if you go to their website, it still says Texas Bee Supply on it, I think. At least the actual URL. Trying to brand nationally.
All right, so what's the best bee suit jacket out there in the market today? Anybody know? I had my old Provent, and I was trying to wash it, and the thing that covers the back, the zipper on the back of your neck, it sort of like dry rotted and tore off.
You know, I got one of those suits like Ian has. You know, he's got the jacket, but the Saracel one. But somehow, and I don't know how they do it, it's a full suit, and it's got stirrups that I put over my feet before I put them in my shoes, and they still somehow can get in the doggone veil. And it's got a Velcro that comes over the top of it too. So I don't know. They still can find their way in there. I took a sting right on my lip today, my bottom lip right here.
You got Ultra Breeze and you got, I think, Comfort Pro. And I think I bought, that was the one I think I sent back.
I got an Ultra Breeze and I got a Guardian. I burnt through 2 Guardians in 6 months. So I was like, yeah, I'm just chalk that up as an L.
Well, that's my newest one is the Guardian, and I like it pretty good.
How long have you had it?
I bought it at Hive Life last year, but I just started using it a few months ago.
Well,
I got both veils. I got the hat and the regular
I like
veil.
the hat one better, right? It keeps them further away and you got all your vision. But when I got the first one, my wife bought it for me for a I think it was Father's Day gift. And I liked it. But it's too short in the back for a tall guy. So you're always getting stung in your ass crack or on your lower back right there. And the other part was that the zipper on the bottom, it's like a plastic zipper or something, and it broke on the bottom. So when you zip it up, the bottom would split open, then the bees could come in. So that's when I called Terry up, and Terry said, don't worry about it. They sent me another one. And it wasn't a few months later, hole in the veil. I'm like, I mean, I was just like, for the price that is, it's just, I can't keep calling and having to get them replaced. So I bought what's the one that they just said? The Pro Ultra Breeze. I got the Ultra Breeze, and that one works pretty well right now. Wear some high britches, dude. Hey, I got a belly that's got to sit on top of those jeans, so they can only go up so high. I should just get some waders, right? Some duck hunting waders, have them on, and then have my jacket on. I would melt outside. Today I just had short pants on inside the full suit, and that worked all right. But Ultra Breeze, but I prefer the metal zippers. I think that's my Ultra Breeze has metal zippers on it.
Was Comfort Pro wasn't they at Hive Life last year or back in January? Comfort Pro.
Charlie would probably know.
What was it?
Was Comfort Pro at Hive Life last year?
I think they were.
I heard somebody talking good about those. I had never used one though.
The best bee jacket is the one.
I know their price was a lot cheaper.
Well, Charlie got one and sent it right back.
That was the.
Was that the Comfort Pro, or that was another one?
Yeah, that was a Comfort Pro. I don't know. It didn't have the elastic. Was not all that great, and I don't know.
Boy, you're just full of words, Charlie.
Yeah, you got the Ultra Breeze. You got.
Ice Mountain has a Comfort Pro. I have a Cool Breeze somewhere.
You know, I've had that Man Lake one my old one. I've had it for probably 8 years. It's held up good. The only thing around the waist and the arms, no time that elastic.
What was that? A Provent?
Broke down.
The Man Lake
one. It is actually, I think they called it the. Let's see, it was honey. What was it called? Honey something.
I got an old Brushy Mountain
come to me in
bee jacket in there. I love Flow Hive jacket, very good quality.
But it's heavy. It's held up good, but I'm gonna tell you, it probably isn't as cool as it should be, and it's very heavy. But it's held up. Everything but the elastic's held up on it.
You know, those vintage jackets, and this is all vintage jackets, not one brand, but every one I've tried here thinking it was going to be cooler, I still sweat like a dog in them. Doesn't matter what brand it is, I'm sweating. All right, so Cajun said...
I'll tell you what I did the other day.
Go ahead, Joey.
What's that?
No, I was just reading Brad.
When I went to the bee yard the other day...
You got a delay going on.
I know, it's bad. It keeps hanging up.
But I'm going to let you tell your story.
What was I talking about?
You said you went in the bee yard the other day, and then...
Oh, when I went in the bee yard the other day, I was wearing the new jacket with the hat, and I forgot to get my little... I usually put like a handkerchief or something on my head, and I didn't have it, and I just put that cap on, but the sun could still get through a little bit, and when I got through, my head was burning. I got to try to remember to wear my bandana.
You get stung up on your forehead, on your hat?
I didn't get stung. The sun hit me.
The Venta ones act like thermal underwear if there isn't a breeze. I know. It's like, ugh. The Comfort Pro is one layer.
That's probably it, Russell, the Honeymaker. I think that's what it's called, the Honeymaker.
Yeah. The Comfort Pro and the Provent are made exactly the same way. It's just that one little thin piece of cloth or what mesh or whatever you want to call it.
So what we can say is they're all bought from the same Chinese company and just different labels.
We're over there in Bangladesh or someplace over there.
Indonesia somewhere.
Yeah, Turkey, wherever.
Well, someone just sent me. Tom must not know I'm live over here. I saw a notification.
I'll have to agree with Brad there at Cajun that it's like the one I got there, the one that you got rid of, whatever it's called, Guardian. It's that triple layer. It's heavy and bulky, where that ProVent and the Comfort Pro it's the same material. It's that real thin material, and it works quite well and everything. And the other one, the Ultra Breeze, it's triple layered.
Well, there it is.
It's got the brass zippers in it.
You're taunting me.
This would be taunting you.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. Thanks for taking up a collection, buddy.
Well, you see how many people donated. We're going to make a subscription service, so like Feed the Kids of Africa, but
yeah,
water, liquefy the Canadians of the North or something. For only $10 a day, you could keep a Canadian well liquefied.
You know that alcohol keeps things from freezing, and I mean, it gets pretty cold here, so it's self-preservation, right?
Yep, it keeps you from walking out in the snow at -40 and freezing up as you walk out.
I got a question, Bob. That Fresca is that sugar Fresca or is that sugar free? I can't see that.
0 calories.
0 calorie.
This says Fresca sparkling soda water, grapefruit citrus. 0 calories per bottle.
That's
no
a different
protein.
label than what we have. But Fresca historically is a sugar-free drink, but they do have a sugar-laden drink these days as well.
If you only knew the trouble I went through to get this.
Is that right? Well, yeah, I do know, buddy.
I was in the meat department, and I saw somebody had a 6-pack of them over the edge of their cart, right? So like 3 were on each side of it, and it stood out to me.
You stole their Fresca?
It was like a Fresca billboard, and I walked around. I said, "Oh, they got Fresca here." So I went to look for it. Wasn't on the soda aisle. Went to the water aisle. No water. And I was like, "Well, I guess they're out, right?" So I went up to the register and I said, "Hey, I saw somebody had Fresca. Where do you guys keep it?" And all of a sudden the manager came. "This is the last one we've got in the whole store." I'm like, "Yeah, put it down because I got to harass somebody tonight."
Welcome to my world, man.
So there's a $30.
I gotta go everywhere. Thanks, buddy.
Ask Brad about Phillips head screws. I was going to make it a whole production. I was going to literally find where you said you were out of Fresca or you were out of gin and cut it in. I was going to
I heard that.
Download it, and I was going to edit it into a little video. And I was like, yeah, Brad's got a great sense of humor, but he may not find it too humorous if I posted it on my page.
I'm like, I need my Fresca, man. I need my Fresca, man.
Comfort Pro weighs more than 1/3 less than his old date ant jacket.
Don't start.
Ask him about Phillips head screws. These guys are crazy.
These guys are pushing all the buttons. Ask him about Hive tools. Ask him about Phillips head screws.
Can't make some people
ask me about
what?
Hives or something.
What I should do is I should just buy one of those tabletop. What do they call it? The liquid cutters that are like where they cut the high pressure water that blows through metal.
Yeah.
I should just make some Hive tools and say, Brad, here's an American made Hive tool. Guaranteed not to cut your hand and give you the Kung Flu because it was made in China.
You can't just say, "Oh, it's American made." You have to actually make it
In
good.
America. There you go.
Make it properly.
Well, okay. Well, see, I would take advice from you. Be like, this is what I'm looking for.
Phone Mac sent and say, "How do you make a proper hive tool?" Because they know how.
Yeah. They did know how.
The only reason they know how is it doesn't include welding.
What do you got? You're selling your bee jackets, Mark?
You can't do that to me.
Sorry, buddy.
You cannot do that to me. Where's it at? Oh man, why is it not on here?
What's that?
Did Lee must have removed it. So now I got to make another one. No problem. We can do this.
Okay, Brian, are you talking about a Layens hive? I'm familiar with Layens hive. I've never worked one. I've seen them online. Whatever.
All right, hold on. I'm getting this done now. Lee, I know this is yours, but quit.
Support the blind welders of
Local.
Yeah.
Hey, even the blind welders need their representation here.
I don't know what kind of welder. I thought maybe it was a chimpanzee that welded that thing together, but
that was pretty bad. Those pictures I saw were pretty
It
bad.
looked like a patch to me.
And it might have been take your kid to work day. So I mean, maybe the kid's got a toddler, and it's like
that was
a welder.
That was more like bring your pet to work day.
Yeah, pet chimpanzee.
No, I can't say that though, Brad. I got a 16-year-old granddaughter and weld better than I can.
Well, that's what I say. Maybe his kid was a toddler, because holy smokes. Yeah, it's pretty for that kind of money, boy.
No, because apparently whoever welded that did not have opposable thumbs.
No, definitely not.
So chimpanzees have one Tangeray, and here we go. Slurred
You're right.
Yeah. Already happening. Bee jacket zipper repair. Nope, that's laborious. It was the best thing ever happened to me today since I've had a website. I loaded up all these packages in the back of the car. And all of a sudden, my mentor stopped by and we were chit-chatting. And the UPS truck, Big Brown, pulls up. And they said, I got 2 for you. I said, hey, do you do pickups as well? Oh, yeah, we can do pickups. Hold on a minute. I just backed I backed my car right there to the door and unloaded everything in the back. She scanned it in. I didn't even have to go to the store to send them out.
Well, that's awesome.
Speaking of bee jackets, that's one reason why I don't sell bee jackets right now. It's because you have to have every size, every style. You have to have a million of the things sitting around. They just take too much room. So
that's right.
Can't do that. No can do.
I'd sell that Foxhound one. I'd sell Ultra Breeze. I tried to talk her into getting a distributor in Canada, but I don't think there's a distributor in Canada because they're a good jacket. I'd sell that Foxhound one. That's pretty nice.
Well, I think Better Bees got one that's very similar looking, and they stole my name for my Swarm Lord. And it's on the jacket. It says Swarm Rustler on the jacket.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's weird.
And they didn't have that jacket before. So wherever they're buying it, either put that on there, or they're like, oh, this would be a great name. We'll just steal it from Bob.
Yeah.
So George says he uses a file to knock off edges there.
There's Lee.
I use money to knock off the sharp edges.
Money.
Buy a proper hive tool.
Tonight I'm using Tangeray to knock off the sharp edges.
You a Star Trek fan? That's
Yeah.
a kind of a line from Star Trek. Someone told me it would take my edge off. My edge is still not off.
Oh, Tennessee's. Did LSU win today, Joey? I think they lost.
I don't know.
55-49.
I hadn't kept up with them the last few weeks.
Charlie, did you work today or no?
Yeah, we had some folks picking up some lumber and stuff today.
So it's pretty much a pickup day, like half day.
Yeah, it's that. Or I didn't have any, like home hobbyists coming in. And, we had some, I don't know, some guy wanted some big timbers and another guy picked up a bunch of fencing boards, and that was about it. It was kind of a nice, slow, kind of a slow morning, slow. So.
Well, I can turn this game off. Tennessee waxed us. Carolina went for it on 4th and 9 and was short. So Tennessee's got the ball on Carolina's 30 with 2.5 minutes left in the game, and Tennessee's winning 41-20. So bye-bye ESPN. It's upsetting to me anyway. It is to me. Well, heck, guys, don't all talk at once. See, Todd is the glue that holds this show together, evidently. When he's not here, man, we don't say nothing.
Want to talk bees? I fed my bees today.
You fed your bees today? Charlie
I ran out of syrup. I need to mix more.
Drive down. I'll hook you up with some buckets.
Yeah, I fed mine and all that, but I don't know. I had like about, I don't know, I had a gallon or two left in the tank, and I wanted to empty it, and I did that this morning, and then I had filled it back up, and I don't know, I guess I still got about 15 gallons left out of this late evening.
Yeah, I saw.
I don't know. I had the one guy I'm mentoring, I told him to bring his propane bottle down. I would mix him up a batch, so he could get going with it, feeding and all that. But he never did show up. He kind of messed me up. I could have went ahead and mixed another batch up for myself. Not that I'll do something tomorrow. I'll cook up a batch tomorrow. But I like it cooled down before I do anything with it. So we'll see what happens. But that's about what I'm doing.
About it, man.
Like I say, I put the ensign reducers in to kind of not, keep the darn yellow jackets out. They're all over the place. And then the bees just seem like, I don't know what it's because the yellow jackets are hounding them or something, but they just seem like they're robbing. I'm going to say it's robbing frenzy, but they're just out and they don't know what to do.
Oh, it was so nice here. It's like springtime, like mid 70s, just nice day today.
Well, it's been like that for about a week.
It was that hot here. It was beautiful here. Yeah.
It was about 75 to 80 degrees for the last 2 weeks, mostly in the 70s. That's why then I had that Formic Pro on. And then next week they say it's going to be around the 80s.
It's been in the mid 60s every morning here lately here. It got up in the 80s, but the humidity was low today, so it felt pretty good.
Yeah, we haven't had any humidity.
The we got 24 likes, 50 people watching. 50 people as bored as we are tonight.
Yeah, well, we're kind of getting
Saturday
to that
night.
point. Kind of getting into that point where, we're winding up our bee season. Winter's around the corner.
CO2 no, I don't know. I've seen those CO2 Varroa checkers where you put. Have you seen that Easy Check CO2 where they got the little, like the used little CO2s?
How's that work?
Well, I guess you get your bees in the cup and you inject it with CO2 and it knocks them out, and the mites fall off of them.
You don't kill. Huh. I think you don't kill them, right? Or do you?
I don't think it kills the bees.
I think that's what that's all about. So, but yeah, I sold. Well, actually, my brother, a guy came in and got 6 pounds of honey. So that'll last him for a while, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I got to.
You put the bees to sleep, and then. Oh, look at that! He's calling in from Mama's house. He's probably got better Wi-Fi at his mom's house because his mom's not cheap like he is. But go ahead.
Come on now. Except I can't see a darn thing. Like, gosh. Okay, here we go.
Turn your phone the other way.
Well, no, I got to turn it this way so I could see. How's everybody doing? I heard it was a little slow tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't answer all at once.
It's one of those nights.
Got a video of some dogs running through my apiary last night at midnight.
Oh, jeez.
Dang.
Mr. Rawls, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How about you, Todd?
Not too bad. Just hanging out at my mom's house. My aunt from Missouri is here with her son and her son's wife, and my oldest daughter's here. She's going to Santa Barbara tomorrow, and I got to drive back home. So,
So Santa Barbara, is that where the beach is or something?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's about an hour south of here. So it's not too bad. It kind of rained on me this morning when I drove over, and that was weird. I haven't seen rain since early May, I think.
You got a wild pack of Canadian dogs in your apiary?
It must be.
The lab, a mutt.
Were they huskies looking for a sled?
It's all different kinds of dogs. It's just
Yeah, it is.
Four different dogs. It's a motley crew. Here, what's up?
Man.
Since everybody's so excited talking tonight.
I know, really, huh?
We'll watch Brad's dog footage.
Yeah, let's watch
Brad's
the dog
video.
Holy cow.
Midnight last night. Dogs everywhere.
Got a pack of dogs running around checking things out.
Yeah.
They're getting the wrong
I guess the electric fence doesn't work very well.
There's no fence there.
Yeah. Well, that's better than a bear.
That's the camera. That's better than a bear. I did have a bear.
That's a hell of a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah, they keep the skunks away.
Oh, yeah.
I had the video of a bear.
I was waiting on one of them to piss on one of your beehives and
yeah,
cock his leg up there.
Get a spicy sky raisin come out and see him. Hey, Carl.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Hello.
Not much. Just working my ass off today.
Yeah.
Bee work or regular work?
Bee work.
Well, you only have one more day, and then you have, one more work day.
That's it.
Isn't that right, Bob or Brad?
Only
It's
one
one
more
more
day of
work
work
day,
this week.
right?
That's right.
7 by
Monday
7.
starts all over again.
Yeah.
7 by
That's the way it
7.
is, man.
Hey, I
Put a lot of urinal cakes on today.
good.
Yeah,
Mine came in the mail.
I found out they fit right in the 71 millimeter hole in the top, like a feeder lid. So if you don't have room in a spacer, you can just pop your jar out, put it right down in there on the top of the frames, and then flip the jar back on top of it to keep the water out.
Listen, I don't know if it was right or not, but I put them inverted.
What? You put them in where?
Inverted.
Upside down?
Yep. I actually spread a couple frames right in between all the bees.
Oh, you
And
put
a
them in
fucking-
vertically,
Yep.
up and down.
Oh, in between
Up
the
and down.
Inverted is upside down. Vertical.
Vertical. I'm sorry.
Are you
I'm
drinking adult
I'm
beverages?
thinking
tonight, sir?
inverted.
I-
Bit of a
Bob,
smart
I'm
aleck.
always
Yeah,
drinking,
inverted.
You know that.
I turned
I'm
it
always
upside
drinking.
down.
I gotta get
It's-
going,
it's,
guys.
What, 11:15?
All right,
See,
Charlie.
Yeah,
And
See
I'm
you,
looking at
Charlie.
Charlie.
The guy-
Charlie, you're all blurred.
Shit, Charlie got the phone call.
You got the phone call.
Charlie got the phone call.
Yeah, I turn them up and upside down and that. And I thought, well, a week later I'll check on them.
Oh, Lordy.
Just dump them upside down. They'll be good.
Yeah. Hey, if they eat them, that's what matters, right?
That's it. Oh. As long as they eat them. When they start eating them, they'll fall down, probably. But it's all good as long as they eat them.
Mine got delivered today, Bob, at like 12:30, and they're in the mailbox. I haven't called my neighbor to go look, but that box. What
Unless
do
you
you
got
think?
a big mailbox, they're not in there.
Well, I have that community mailbox where you have your mailbox, and then if you get a package, they have a big door to put it in.
Oh, I gotcha.
So if it's I don't know, 12 by 12, I think is about the door size. So if it fits in there, and
Yeah.
that's where it's at.
Todd, you're okay. You're in California. I can't make it there.
Yeah. Well, hopefully no one listening knows where I'm at or knows that I'm gone and knows what might be on the porch. So, or they could break into the mailbox. So whatever.
Philip sent me a picture today. He put them in his garage and had the package open. When he came out, there was bees eating it in his garage.
Oh, jeez.
See, I don't believe that because I got to tell you, I created a robbing frenzy out in my yard today, and they were on the golf cart and they didn't touch them.
You don't believe what he sent me?
Well, I mean, I could see it happening, but yeah, what do you have? 8 bees?
Yeah, well, it starts with 8. I'm sure he sealed them up after that, but they found them in his garage is the whole point.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
They weren't in his, sitting on top of a hive like I would have left them.
Yeah.
Just out in the yard. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to cut off the live stream portion of the test so the fun can ensue.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hey, I won't cut out quick tonight, hopefully.
I'm waiting on Darren
night,
to
I don't
pop
know what
in,
happened.
everybody to pop in right at the end. But guys, let me go ahead and stop the old live stream for tonight. And
Todd, I didn't think I'd see you in tonight. I didn't know you were at a party or something tonight.
Who, me?
Todd.
No. I'm at my mom's house over on the coast visiting.
You can tell because you can actually see him and you can understand him, and he's not freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of my lovely internet.
And he looks comfortable.
Well, yeah, I'm comfortable on my couch too. You know what I need to do, Brad? You'll like this one. I need to, when I get home tomorrow, I need to hit my router give it a few whacks with my Hive tool. Maybe that'll spark it up.
Chinese hive tool won't work.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's weird.
All right, guys. Well, I'm end the stream. We'll see y'all tomorrow night on
Good night,
Twin
everybody.
Hannah. Good night.
See you later.
Good night.